You think clutter means mess. But what if it means something deeper? What if the chaos around you is just a mirror of everything you keep holding inside? The Amish found a way out of that trap. They didn't declutter forward like we do. They went backwards, unwinding years of noise, one simple choice at a time. And maybe that's what we all need now. Not more storage, not prettier bins, but less. Less of what drains us, more of what breathes life back into us. So today, let's walk that path backwards into calm, into peace, into the quiet life we've been missing. 1. The modern chaos we call comfort. The world feels loud now. Even when it's quiet, it hums. Screens blink, notifications ring, closets burst open, rooms overflow. Somewhere between comfort and clutter, we lost our peace. We started calling convenience a blessing, but it came with a curse. The more we filled our homes, the emptier we felt inside. It's strange, right? To have everything and still feel like something's missing. The Amish never ran that race. They move slower. Their homes are still. Clean, not sterile. Warm, not loud. When you step into their world, it feels like time forgot to rush. That's what decluttering backwards means. Not chasing the next thing, but stepping back. One step, then another, until you can breathe again. 2. The beauty of less, not the absence of comfort. People think the Amish live without joy, but they smile more than most of us. They laugh easily. Their lives may look plain, but they're full of meaning. Each object in their world has a reason to be there. A cup, a quilt, a wooden chair. Everything earns its place. Nothing is random. We buy 10 things to fill one need. They use one thing to fill 10. It's a different rhythm. Slower, intentional, almost sacred. Decluttering backwards isn't punishment. It's a gentle rebellion. A choice to stop letting the world tell you what enough means. Because comfort isn't about more. It's about meaning. It's about looking around and saying, yes, this is enough for me. 3. Reversing the flow of stuff. Picture this. You walk through your home one evening. The lights are dim. You start noticing the small things. A drawer you never open. Boxes under the bed. The shelves stuffed with things you once swore you'd use. Where did all this come from? Each thing tells a story. You just stopped listening. Decluttering backwards means walking that story in reverse. Asking, why did I even bring this here? The Amish do this naturally. They pause before every choice, before buying, before keeping. They don't just own things, they consider them. And we can do that too. You don't start by throwing everything out. You start by stopping what comes in. You reverse the flow. You freeze the habit of more. That's how freedom begins. 4. The emotional weight of possession. Some clutter doesn't sit on your shelves. It sits in your chest. Old letters, gifts from someone who's gone, that one shirt from a better time. We keep them because they whisper memories. But sometimes those whispers get too loud. They remind us who we were, not who we are. The Amish don't hold on to things that chain them to the past. They live in the present moment. It's harsh sometimes, but freeing. Decluttering backwards means letting go without hatred. It's not erasing your story. It's turning a page. The past doesn't disappear. It just stops taking up space on your floor and in your heart. It's scary, but once you start, you feel it, the lightness, like air after rain. 5. The silence between things. You ever walk into a room so quiet it almost hums? That's how an Amish home feels. Empty? No, just still. The walls breathe. The furniture rests. You can hear your own thoughts again. Our world forgot what silence feels like. We call it boredom, but it's medicine. The Amish treat silence like prayer. It's not empty space, it's a live space. Decluttering backwards means chasing that silence, removing the constant buzz, turning off the unnecessary. When you start clearing, don't just think about things. Think about noise. Every glowing screen, Every extra item that shouts for attention. Remove it. Let quiet fill the gaps. Because in silence, you'll finally hear yourself again. 6. The ritual of repair. The Amish fix things. It's that simple. When something breaks, they don't panic. They mend it. A torn dress, a cracked handle, a worn shoe. They bring it back to life. There's beauty in that. We've forgotten it. We throw things away too fast. We call it progress, but it's impatience. Repair teaches humility. It slows you down, makes you look, makes you care. Decluttering backwards isn't only about removing. It's also about repairing. It's about respect for what you have, for what was once good. It reminds you that value doesn't come from new. It comes from effort, from touch, from time spent making something whole again. 7. The discipline of enough. There's something powerful about the word enough. It's small but sharp. The Amish live inside that word. It guards them. It defines their peace. They don't chase what's next. They sit inside what is. Imagine that contentment not tied to a sale or a delivery truck or the next update. Just a steady feeling that you have what you need. Decluttering backwards teaches you that. The more you have, the more you need to manage. Clean, protect, replace. It's endless. But when you find you're enough, the noise dies down. The pressure lifts, and life gets quiet again. Not empty, quiet. There's a difference. 8. Living without the noise of comparison. The heaviest clutter we carry doesn't come from stores. It comes from people, from looking at others and thinking, I need that too. We build our homes like galleries for someone else's approval. The Amish don't do that. They don't decorate for show. Their homes are for living, not impressing. Decluttering backwards means asking, if no one saw my life, would I still want it this way? It's a tough question, because we build so much around being seen. But once you stop comparing, things shift. You stop decorating your pain. You start living your truth. And suddenly, the weight you didn't know you carried starts to fade. 9. Time is the ultimate space. Every item in your house steals a second from your life. A second to clean, a second to fix, a second to move around. It adds up. The Amish understand this deeply. They don't waste time managing things. They spend time living, working the land, talking, praying, just being. Decluttering backwards isn't only about stuff. It's about reclaiming time. The less you manage, the more you live. Think about that. Every drawer you empty gives you back a little life. Everything you release is a moment returned. In that open space, you find what's been missing all along. Time to breathe. Time to notice. Time to exist. 10. Returning to a simpler way of seeing. At the end of it all, decluttering backwards isn't just cleaning up. It's remembering who you were before the noise, before the piles, before more became your measure. It's walking back to yourself. The Amish aren't magical people. They just never forgot what matters. The touch of wood instead of plastic. The quiet of dawn instead of alarms. The sound of real conversation instead of scrolling. You can't copy their world entirely, but you can learn from it. You can slow down, step back, let go. You can create a space that feels honest again, a space that breathes. Because when you declutter backwards, you don't just clear your home, you clear your vision. And for the first time in a long time, you finally see. So maybe the secret was never about having less. It was about feeling more. More presence, more peace, more stillness in the space we already have. The Amish remind us that simplicity isn't old-fashioned, it's revolutionary. Every small thing you release brings you closer to yourself. So start somewhere. A drawer, a thought, a habit. Go backwards until life feels gentle again. If this story spoke to you, remember to like, share, and subscribe to Rustic Pantry, where we explore the calm side of living, where old wisdom meets modern chaos, and where, piece by piece, we bring simplicity back home.